Hi everyone, today I want to show you how to use different tape for floral designer. We are gonna start with the waterproof. Well, all of them are waterproof. They have different function. This is the waterproof green tape, and this clear waterproof tape, and this one are like more a paper tape, but this is for different different technique also and different uses. All of them are a ½ inch wide. Okay, let's start with the green one. This is the way that you're gonna use the waterproof green floral tape for big arrangements. I already cut the brick of oasis, so I'm gonna put the big piece on the bottom and two small pieces on the side. This is mostly because I don't like the oasis be moving and moving from one side to the other side of the dish. And then maybe wait a minute. You are not watching. Okay, sorry about this. I put the big piece on the center of the dish, and then I put two small pieces on the sides of the big one because I don't want to have this brick moving on the dish, especially when you have to do the delivery of big floral arrangements. So you're gonna cut a piece of tape long enough to help each stream to touch each other on the bottom. Let me see, like that. Let me bring them. So they have to touch between them, and then you're gonna put in the same way but in the opposite directions and make each stream touch each other like that. Okay, the other piece is gonna be on the top, so in that way we have the height for the big centerpiece. So the tape is gonna be longer than the other one, and you have to press really hard and put the tape under the dish. And again, they have to touch each other. They have to reach each other. Hard press, really hard. Wrap. I'm gonna show you right now. That's it. Look, I'm holding the base from the dish. I'm not taking the base from the oasis. So this is the way that is gonna help you to get to the venue with the flowers in the right condition. And with the same tape, you can use in a smaller floral arrangements. It's by doing exactly in the same way that you did before. And that's it. But when you have a base like this that have a solid color, I do not recommend using this tape. I usually use the clear one. Why? Because once you put the tape here, it's gonna be very complicated to hide the color with the leaf of the flowers or the flowers. You see, it's really very hard to hide the green tape. So what I do recommend is using the clear tape, so nobody's gonna see anything. It is really strong, and you have to use it in the same way that you used before the green one, except that once you make the cross and over the oasis, you have to put all around the base to hold each extreme of the tape. And that's it. So you will have no problem in cover the mechanic of the base. Clear tape, we can work in clear bases when the customer doesn't want to have oasis and she or he want to see the stems. It's gonna be very complicated to hold the stem in the position that you want because you are not using oasis. So this is gonna help you, and you have to work in this way. You are gonna make a net with this tape in this way. You always will be crossing one over the other. The last one. So to reinforce this structure, once again, you are gonna put all around of the extreme of the tape that you used before, and this is gonna help you to hold and keep the stems in the position that you wanted. This is very, very useful. Obviously, when you have to do something like that in a tall base like this, let me show you, with when the mouth of the base is not as big like that, you can use clear tape, but you have to find one. That one that is gonna be 1/4 of an inch wide. So it's exactly the same process, but I'm using a 1/4 inch wide clear tape. Now, I use the clear tape as well when I have to attach stems, orchid stem mostly, on the branches. I can use the green one, but I don't like it because it shows up too much. It's really, really a strong color. But if you use the clear, nobody's gonna see, even you when you have to work with the clear tape. It is very hard to find. Okay, I found you. I forgot to tell you that every time, okay, if you use this and the color branches, you see, nobody's gonna see the tape. It is very, very helpful. Actually, we can use brown branches, tall branches like these. This is manzanita branches. Let me show you. It's gonna shine a little bit, but when you don't want to see the tape, I have another option. Okay, cut the tape and make a little twist, so it's gonna be easier for you to find it later. Put the clear tape on the branch, and if you wanna see it, you can use this fantastic moss wire, and you can wrap it up around the tape. It's just a small detail, but it's always up to you. And voila, nobody's gonna see the tape. And this is more like a natural. Some customers don't want to use this, so it's always up to your customer and up to you. But definitely, if there is something that I will never use when I have to use branches or oasis, is using white waterproof tape. Never use white waterproof tape. I remember that I bought only once, like 8 years ago, and I trashed it because I never used it. It was so complicated to hide the white color among the flowers that I decided I'm not gonna use it again. And then we have the these tapes. These tapes are for wrap the stem up. They come in different colors. Usually I use 2 different greens, all depend the stems color of the flowers, and white color. The white color is for those times or those cases that I have to use white ribbon, or I have to use organza white ribbon, and I want to show the green because it's not gonna look nice. So you have to take the tape, start to wrapping up the, in this case the holder, but you have to do exactly the same way with the stems. Look how are you gonna hold the tape. Put those fingers inside and start to handle with these 2 other finger. Wrap, wrap, wrap. It is easier to cut it. It's easier than this one to cut it. And then you can use, this is a stick it, so you can use the satin ribbon, and the satin ribbon is not gonna fall. It's gonna be stuck in this. I'm gonna show you. Let me grab some satin ribbon. You have to start wrapping up the holder from the lower part to the top. Look, it is sticky. This ribbon, this tape is fantastic because it's gonna help you a lot to do this kind of work. You see, the ribbon is not gonna fall. It's gonna help you to do the work in very, very good way. If I have to use, for example, a organza ribbon to cover the stems, it looks really better when you use the white tape. But if you use the green one, let me show you how it looks. It's gonna be, the color is gonna change. So every time that you have to use light colors or white colors, organza ribbons, be sure that you have always white tape. I don't like it because the color start to change. So remember, it is very good idea to have always white tape with you. Now I want to show you how look the bases when we use a square base and this kind of treillage or net made with clear tape. This is a picture that work that I made a few years ago. It's exactly the same base, but nobody see. Can you see? It is hard to see the tape. Only if you make bigger the picture, you're gonna see it. But from the distance, nobody see the tape, and it help you to hold the stem, especially this kind of stems. To put in that way, it's gonna fall if you don't have something that help you to stay in the position that you want. Too much color. Okay, that's better. So those were for the same event. And I want to show you another example of the gold bases that I use right now to show you how to work with the tape. Is like this. This is exactly the same base, but you don't see the tape because the tape that I use is clear. It is impossible to see the tape. It's basically really impossible. Okay, those are the examples. I hope you like it. If you have a question, just let me know, and I will be more than happy in helping you with whatever problem that you have. And you will find me here on YouTube. Thank you.